We like to keep it spontaneous, but we didn't want you to say too much before we started recording because you were telling us that you got hair Botox, and I want to talk about it on the podcast.
Sure.
Yeah, I thought it was not relevant for your food podcast that I got hair Botox, but I did.
What you'll learn about the tasting menu is, yes, we'll be talking about food. We will be giving you the menu of a previous guest, but also we're willing to sort of spin off in multiple directions. It's just an excuse to talk to you again, Sindhu.
We'll see how you've been since we saw you last, which was all the way back in series 1, I believe.
Yes.
So knowing that now you have hair Botox and your hair looks different is quite,
I know.
exciting for the listener.
Yeah, well,
and
it's
the viewer
exciting for me.
on YouTube.
It's like that. So what happened was my hair has become very frizzy.
Okay.
And it's partly age, and it's partly that it's been processed a lot because when you do filming, they do different things to your hair and they don't care.
Yeah.
They only want you to look like that character. What happens to you after? They don't care.
Okay.
They put rubbish in your hair. They use hot hair dryers. And so it was very frizzy.
Yeah.
And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week, I had free. So on Tuesday, I took my work to do some writing for my show. And I was sitting around in a cafe and I picked up my phone and I want to take a photo, but the photo was turned to me. So
Always awful when that happens.
Just so damaging at some level, just so damaging. And I looked at this hair and I had like a froth of frizz. And I thought, you know what? I am doing too well in life to allow this just on a Tuesday. I'm not doing that well, but I'm doing well enough that this should not be allowed.
Yeah.
So I Googled frizz hair, this, that, and I couldn't come up with anything, but it did say, then I Googled fancy hair salons near me.
Yeah.
And then there was one walking distance and it was in Mayfair and it was super fancy and it was like, you have to book in advance and the lady's name and she's my Hello magazine, this, that. I said, I'm going. So I walked into this place and I went to the reception and I said, I pointed, I'm not kidding. I pointed to my hair and I said, you see this? This is really upsetting. And so can you do something? And it was such a fancy place that the lady, she was older. And she said to me, I'm sorry. And I said, no, do you see this? And she said, yes. I said, this is really, and then it just came out. I said, it's really affecting my self-esteem. I tell you what, she started paying attention. She was like, I think she was scared. And I said, can we do this? And then she said, oh, there's all these different treatments and this and that. And all I heard was like, blah, blah, blah. And I said, but can you fix it? And she said, you have to talk to our like frizziness consultant. They have a hair fixing frizziness consultant. She pointed to this woman and said, oh, she's just going to be finished and she'll talk to you.
Yeah.
In my head, if I say that to you, what do you think? You think
A frizziness consultant
is going to fix my hair?
I think I'm about to be on a prank show.
Yeah.
Okay, no, but like that's not the word she used, but like whatever treatment consultant.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're going to talk to you, they're going to fix it, right? That's what you think?
Well, I'd imagine they're going to try and work out how to get the most money out of you.
Okay, Ed, take all that out. Imagine that you're in a place where you actually believe in people and are not a cynic.
Okay.
What,
So you mean a hair salon I've just walked into off the street?
What
in
Sindhu
Mayfair?
was asking is, what is your opinion if you were someone else?
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I think they're going to fix it.
As my mother used to say, that's like saying if my aunt had balls, she'd be your uncle. And it's like, what? So if you were someone else.
So you're asking me what would I say if I was you in this story? Did you think that they could fix it?
I thought they would give me solutions and I would like one of them. And if I did, we would fix it.
Yeah.
So she said, can you wait? I said, yes. Then she started offering me like, this is fancy. Offering me like, would you like a flat white? Would you like a jasmine tea? I was like, this is going to be expensive. I said, no, thank you. I'll have tap water.
Flat white is the opposite of what your hair was like, by the way.
Exactly. Absolutely right.
You got to be careful. They say, would you like a flat white in a fancy salon?
And then I come out.
Next thing you know,
looking,
You got a buzz cut.
Yeah. So then this consultant talks to me. She starts saying you can get keratin, but it'll make your hair very straight. And I don't like super straight hair because, that's not my hair. She said, and then we have this thing called hair Botox where it just takes the frizz out. I was like, perfect. That's what we'll have. She said, okay, well, when you come to get it done. And I said, when I come to get it done, I'm here. She said, oh, yes, but this is a consultation. I don't have time today. And I looked at her in the mirror and I said, I'm getting this done today from you. And she said, no, blah, blah. And I said, you don't understand. It's really affecting me in it. Like I have 3 kids and I don't, and she was like, oh my goodness. She left and came back and said, can you come at 3:30? And I said, yeah, I'll wait. It was 10:15. She was like, well.
What were you worried? You didn't want to leave the building. You were like, it's going to get more frizzy if I leave the building. I've got to stay on site.
But also this became my goal of the day. Do you know? It's like my goal of the day.
Because you were trying to write your show.
Yeah. And I was like, I need to find something else to do, you know?
Yeah,
so I was like,
we've all used procrastination techniques. Hair Botox is a new one of them.
Yeah,
exactly.
This is quite
and
big.
what an expense. With these salons in Mayfair have to pay the rent.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Oh my God. But anyway, she said, oh, well, you're welcome to wait in the reception. I think she just thought this is too weird. But I didn't. I went out, had lunch, came back, and then we did my hair Botox.
Is it injections in the head?
No, it's just a treatment they put on. It smells weird. And then they put it like a hot thing, and you just 45 minutes. But it's great because I was finishing Stranger Things to get ready for season 5. So then I just did that, and look at it. I mean, it's a little straighter than it usually is, but after I washed it.
No frizz on that.
No frizz on that. And you can't get it wet for 4 days. So this is day 4.
Oh, okay. So it's only been 4 days.
It's only been 4 days. And I'm very excited because when I wake up, I don't look like I've been electrocuted and run over by a truck at night, which is usually how my hair looks when I wake up at the moment. Anyway.
Well, it's nice to have you back, Sindhu. I'm glad
Great to have you back, Sindhu. Your hair looks great. Your original menu is still a firm fan favourite, and I'd say one of the first menus we had that everyone was like, I want to eat that. I want to eat that menu.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people.
One of the best food describers in the biz.
Yeah, really described food.
Well, you know, I love food.
Yeah.
And I think a lot about it. And on the TV show set I'm right now, you know, you get lunch. What are you going to have? What are you going to have? And it turns out I'm the only adult who orders baked potatoes with cheese and beans. And you open them and they look messy like brains. But that's how you know they're going to be yum. Yeah. And everyone looked at me like, are you seriously going to in the middle of the day eat that? And I thought, well, yeah, it's better than whatever vegetarian chicken protein wrap shit you're eating. I didn't say that. But I did get
doesn't
through
look
a
like
lot
brains
of
at
cheese.
all.
No. But you know, when you really have a microwave baked potato with beans and cheese, it looks like brains.
Hearty.
So yummy. So yummy. And because it's a small roll, I don't have much dialogue. So I can just lug myself around all afternoon.
It doesn't matter that when you do your lines, it's like full of melted cheese and beans and
No,
stuff.
it doesn't matter that if I just say, no, don't do that. No one cares. No one cares.
It's a good line.
It's a good line.
No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good line.
It's a big potato line. Anyway, no, I'm glad because I do love food. And I think this was the first foodie podcast I did. And it was it's such a sort of intuitively understandable one for me because it's like, what food did you like? How did you get to it? Why do you like it? I mean, that's really a huge amount of my thinking is in that direction.
That's good. We're the same. This is why this just works.
Yeah. Remember that time when we met in Canada and I made you stand in that line and he got so upset?
Yes.
Did he?
Yeah, but the food was good.
Yes, it was.
It took you a long time to agree.
You sat at a different table to us, though, didn't you?
Well.
Because Cindy didn't want to wait as long as us, so we went and sat at a different table.
Yeah, because
we went as a group. There was a big queue, and I complained because there was a big queue.
Yeah.
And then Cindy went, oh, no, there's a table for 2 now. I'm going to go and sit.
Yeah, I did. And it was great. And you also ate the same food. So what? We're not sitting on each other's laps. We got good food.
Yeah, but we were queuing so we could get a table. I can't believe this has come back up again. So we could get a table for all of us as a group. And then you just went off and sat. Were you by yourself? I think you went and sat by yourself.
No, that was me and I took one other person who was most sheepish. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it.
Ed won't mind.
I said Ed will mind, but when he eats the food, he'll understand.
That was also the trip where, that wasn't the first time you upset me that trip, Cindy.
Oh, what was the second?
I arrived and I think you were already there. This is in Montreal. And I had a moustache.
Yes.
And I got into the hotel lobby and literally I just checked in and Cindy came up to me. I don't think there was a hello and said, you look like a paedophile. So I went upstairs and I shaved my moustache off.
That's a good friend.
I shaved my moustache off straight away because Cindy told me.
And look, you're so handsome.
Thank you very much. But
Straight from pedo to handsome. And what a leap.
Yeah. Not many people go from pedo to handsome, Ed.
Just like that and trustworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was also the trip where you Is it you who decided to check Dairy Queen?
No,
that was Dara.
That was Dara. Yeah. Check the DQ on the.
And it was DQ on his foot.
Yeah, DQ on his foot. Yeah.
I came out of that whole trip smelling of roses. I didn't put a foot wrong. It was great. Yeah. Everyone else was looking like a pedo and putting ice cream on the floor and
eating by themselves.
abandoning their friends in a queue. But I was.
Can I just say, since I've had a moustache since then.
I haven't met you.
Yeah, I've avoided you at every cost. I've ducked down corners to avoid you. Yeah. I don't want my self-confidence rocked. Listen, but let me tell you, it's one of the least popular things I've ever done in my life.
Yes, because no one wants to be around a pedo.
I think I look smashing.
Don't.
If I was a pedo, I'd be like the Pied Piper of pedos. I'd be leading the kids around the town.
Well,
I mean, I'm always very proud of Ed when he does it because no one encourages him. He gets nothing but pushback from everybody.
I discourage it.
And and he sticks to the fact he likes it and he does it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm quite proud of him for that.
No, kudos to you.
And you're a hairy guy today.
Yeah, I've got lazy this week.
Stubbly boy.
Got lazy.
Yeah, but he doesn't look like a pedo.
Thank you.
Looks slightly sleepy and lazy.
Yeah. Compliment received.
But not a pedo.
Shabby chic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice.
But I think that whole idea that I think this is going to look good and I'm going to do it, I think it's great.
No, you don't. You said I look like a pedo.
No. But I mean, if you want to look like a pedo, that's on you. Then you say, I'm pedo-like, but I want this mustache. And I say, okay.
Yeah.
I respect that in my own. I mean, I didn't have the guts to keep my frizzy hair and look electrocuted. I went and got hair Botox.
Yeah.